Welcome back, friends. My name is Ross, and I help people rewrite their stories. Today, I have an update on the clairalience I was talking about in yesterday's video, and I have some developments of what I've been working on as far as manifestations go. So, let's get right into it. So, it was yesterday, I was talking about how I experienced clairalience for the second time that I was aware of, and that is just clear smelling things that aren't there, or psychic smelling, as I like to call it. And the scent was of my grandma. And thinking back on her and the feelings I had for her, I think she was my favorite family member before my brother was born, and I have nothing but love and good memories associated with her. She did make me trim her toenails one time, but what are you gonna do? You get old, you can't reach down there. Kids, you make them do whatever you want. That's what kids are for, right? So I associate that smell with love, compassion, care, all of that. And so this morning I was doing a new meditation, and it involves what's called fire breathing, which is just short, quick breaths from the nose, just kind of like that for a little bit. And while I was doing that, I smelled burning. I smelled something as if it were on fire. And I know that can mean medically that I'm having a stroke, but I'm standing here now, so unless strokes they're time delayed, then I think I'm good. But I was, as I was looking up, clairalience, smelling smoke or burning, can be a sign of demons or negative energies, and so that's something that I'm going to be aware of. I think, though, it was just my mind connecting the name fire breathing with fire and burning, but I'll let you know if any demons pop up. But immediately after that was a very quick, like 5-10 seconds of a smell, just enough to be aware of it and register it. And then that smell of my grandma came back in. That baby powder smell from her bathroom came back. So I feel like that was a good thing. Like, so if anything evil or negative was approaching me, that my grandma's care and love and compassion, or the universal love, compassion, care that is now represented by this smell of my grandma, came to me. So I'm calling that a good thing. But that's my update on clairalience. But something really cool, even cooler than that, happened, and I want to talk about that. I experimented with manifesting, and I had done it without realizing it in the past. I remember there was a month stretch when I was finding parking spots everywhere with ease. It became a running joke between the person I was with at the time and I, who were just, I guess we're going to find a parking spot today, like almost glibly aware of it, but not consciously aware of it. So I was reading The Secret by Rhonda Byrne, and I'll link to that down below. I did a review on the website. You should check it out. And it says, with regards to manifesting, to start small. So I posted that Friday last, I think. And so I started thinking, all right, what's something small? I had tried this before with a quarter, and it didn't happen. It didn't happen the way I expected it to. I actually manifested 2 quarters that day, but the specific quarter I was thinking of was old and worn, and the quarters I manifested in change were brand new, and I was caught up in the specifics and not focusing on the fact that I had been given this clear manifestation just because it wasn't what I wanted. It was more than what I wanted. It wasn't one old ratchet quarter. It was two brand new quarters, the 2020 ones with a bat on the back, which seems inappropriate considering everything. But so I wasn't thinking about that. I just like, all right, let's start small. And so I was picturing a penny, just an old penny, tail side up, so Lincoln monument on the back. And what I was doing was this is how I manifested this, and it's wild what happened. I was focusing on it and imagining the back of it and imagining how it would feel in my hands when I picked it up and where it would be. I imagined it appearing on the dining room table and how it would feel, not only just the weight, but how it would feel in my hands, how old money feels, and seeing it tail side up and the grooves on it. And I focused on that really intently, probably on that Friday, and then I stopped. That's something that The Secret says. You focus on it and then you let it go. You send it out into the universe, and then the universe will bring it back to you. So we'll say that was Friday, and then on Monday or Tuesday, what is today? Tuesday I had a dream that I saw this penny, and it wasn't the centerpiece of the dream. It was just something that happened in the dream, and I saw it on the ground. It was tail side up, and I wrote it down in my journal because I keep track of my dreams in my journal, and I even wrote there that, like, this is a sign that what I am manifesting is coming true. And I hadn't thought about it until yesterday morning. I came downstairs and I finished my workout, and I was getting ready to head up here to film yesterday's video, and there on the table, it wasn't a penny. It was a Susan B. Anthony coin and a quarter. And now thinking about it, and after a moment, in the moment, I was just like, oh, this isn't a penny. It's completely an ungrateful little slob, and didn't realize that I had manifested 125% more than what I wanted. And it was, thinking about it now, I was like, I did that. And of course you could just say, no, someone put those there. That's not proof of anything. But if you want to say that, then that's your prerogative. But I choose to believe that I caused that to happen, because what's the chances of something like that happening? It's incredible, and I am so grateful that it happened. And I was feeling regretful that in the moment I didn't appreciate it as much as I could have. But like I always say, if you could act a certain way, you would. You can never act beyond the level of consciousness you are. And this is something that proves that my consciousness can expand, and that this stuff works. If you believe it works, it will work. So I'm thinking about what I want to manifest next. I want to try something a little bit bigger. I want to try to manifest a a bottle of kombucha, but I haven't really put any direct thought into it, and I'm excited to see where this goes, because this happened in less than a week. And The Secret, the book, talks about how the universe, it doesn't understand size the way we do. A penny and a million pennies, $1 million, it's the same to the universe. It's only the ideas that we give it, the worth we give it, that makes it different. So that was something that's really cool. And another thing, this just feels like something to mention, the number 2 has been popping up a lot. I mentioned in yesterday's video I heard 2 knocks as I was drifting off to sleep, And then this morning when I finally got downstairs, the time said 5:22, and then a couple hours later I was aware of it and it was 7:22. And that is interesting. And there were two coins, the Susan B. Anthony and the quarter that I manifested. There were two of those, and looking into some numerology about that, two can mean balance, it can mean partnerships, but it can also mean conflict. And the second card of the tarot deck is the High Priestess, and that card symbolizes wisdom. And I am excited to see what this could mean. I think the conflict might be my old uh, ideas conflicting with this new belief of what is possible. And I was talking in yesterday's video about the balance between logic and feeling, and I think that's where that conflict is, because I've always been very logical and literal, which is interesting considering that I am artistic, and that is a more feeling uh, expression than anything logical. And as far as logical expressions go, I've never been one who is gravitated or gravitates to logical professions. So I think that's where that conflict is, but I know there's a balance, and I know I'm going to find it, and I'm happy to take you along with me to see all of my missteps so that if you're on this journey, you can avoid them. So, that's all I got today. I was a little all over the place, but I was excited and I wanted to share it with you. So, have you ever manifested anything? Have you ever tried manifesting anything? Give this method a shot. Let me know how it goes. Tell me in the comments below. If you found value in this, if you enjoy hearing me ramble about the odd occurrences in my life, give it a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe if you want to. If not, like I say, this is just an enjoyable expression for me. And other than that, my friends, I wish you to be filled with peace, happiness, and loving kindness. And remember, be kind, be well, and be yourself. We'll talk soon.